you mentioned that you're starting to see a trend where the insurers are starting to look at becoming providers. Maybe you can expand a little bit on that because that was honestly something I wasn't as aware of.
Yeah, it really, I think, over the past year, we've seen a lot more of it, and some big carriers across the board. What they're doing is they're offering managed security services and some other services, depending upon the carrier, as part of their solution. In some cases, they're offering the entire tech stack. Here, we had a one of our partners had a client meeting a few months ago with another carrier, and the carrier said, as part of after the review of everything, the carrier said, okay, we'll be willing to offer terms, but you've got to rip out your EDR because we're going to put in our own here. And obviously that doesn't sit well with the MSP here, and the client is confused too. The client doesn't, who are they going to look to from the technology standpoint and the security? I don't think, I try to put myself in the shoes of that insurance carrier. I don't think it's a good business strategy long term. I think it creates conflicts of interest, to be quite honest with you. When
Well, that's where I was going. We think about the audit and assessment world, and it's the rooster watching the house,
right,
right? Most
right,
MSPs are helping get it audit ready, but they certainly can't be the people doing the audit. And right here, we're saying, hey, we'll protect ourselves by providing the security stack. But unless they're going to write a guarantee that says you use my security stack, we'll pay your claim, I'm sure that's not in the contract.
right, right.
There's definitely a separation because let's face it, it's probably another, corporation underneath their overall holdings umbrella.
Right, right. Yeah, and the and I think that and the client doesn't view that carrier as their technology partner. I don't see a world in which that really will persist. So, but it is a reality right now, and those MSPs who are working with clients and don't have a partnership with an entity like SeedPod. I mean, there's others certainly there, but I think they're kind of exposing themselves to business being, if not taken away, totally starting to be fractured. Uh,
And you can see a traditional business person being swayed just by, okay, I guess I'll get paid if I use this from the insurance company and just going yes, right?
right,
But the reality is, those entities tend to be large enough that you're not going to get any personal level support that you traditionally get through the MSP.
right.
Strategic guidance, it's more tactical guidance. It's not all the things that an MSP does that really makes them better in the
Yeah,
marketplace.
exactly, exactly. And it's for a specific piece of the overall puzzle, as you kind of said.